No row left behind.
What did you hear?
Like, we come together, we just like talk about our lives. You know, we've been. Comedy's almost secondary. Comedy's like the how. It's the excuse for everyone to get together and just like make each other better performers, but also make each other better men. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that was touching.
Oh, wow. No bro left behind.
No row left behind.
Well, how else was everybody else's week? Who wants to start?
I missed last week.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was all right.
You know, like living your life and doing important shit.
It was fine. How was Cameron? Pretty good.
You know,
How
he's
was-
Cameron.
How was?
So
What does that mean?
I would talk shit if it was reversed, if we were talking about you and Cameron was sitting there.
Thanks, dude. How's his stand-up?
It was good.
Was it? Oh,
He
yeah,
did a
you were
very
there,
good
too.
job.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
He was amazing.
Other people sucked.
Yeah, it was. The other people were kind of bad, but there was some good. Other people were good, but there was a couple that were. That was bad.
Very, very proud to call him my friend.
Yeah.
I had a miss. I was very sick 2 weeks ago.
That's right. You're
I was shitting a
no
lot.
normal poops in like
Yeah.
like 2 weeks.
No.
I was in very bad shape.
Oh man.
I'm still having aches from that.
What's
but-
going on?
I don't know. I had the flu, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, I heard everybody that smacked everybody in the face all of a sudden. Like, everybody got that.
Yeah. I don't know. But it sucked. But I saw Fernando over the weekend.
Oh yeah, he told us about that.
Who? I did?
Fernando.
He told you about
Yeah.
that? Oh, cool. What did he tell you?
Oh, you mean Juan.
No, he means Fernando.
You saw Fernando, too?
Not all Hispanics
Dude,
look the
what
same,
hell?
man.
I know who Juan and Fernando are.
For 20 minutes, I thought it was George Lopez. I mean,
It's like, how's this guy know?
I thought you were talking about the movie Ferdinand.
Yeah, I saw Ferdinand. Johnson.
you, Jonathan, and Fernando were in a thing together.
Yeah. Don's thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Golly.
Wow. I forgot about that, dude. Sorry.
So I saw Fernando. He's doing well. Yeah. Did you go to his
Yeah, did
That-
you go?
what?
Is that where you
studio
saw
thing?
him? Yeah, is that where you saw him?
No, I couldn't go. I had to
Oh.
work late that night. I felt bad.
Yeah, I went to that.
How was
And
it?
actually, I need to message Fernando that the framing hardware that they put on it fell apart.
Oh, you bought a painting?
Yeah, like it fell apart from the painting, from the part that they do.
Yeah.
So the part that I did into the wall still up, but the thing on the back of the painting,
Yeah.
no.
Is the
fell.
painting okay?
Painting's okay. I think it almost killed one of my cats because it's not like a painting. It's like a sheet of aluminum with something printed on it.
Yeah.
So all I know is I heard this. The cat ran out, and there's my like picture of the knight, like the armor. It's all kind of cattywampus on the floor, and the cat's just like back up, like what the fuck? It's like the room tried to kill it.
Where'd you see Fernando?
In Springfield at the Mother Stewart's Brewing Company. He was like working a food truck.
That's his spot.
He was working the food truck.
Yeah, he was helping out some
Other
like,
Mexicans, yeah.
It's like Argentinian food, I think. Pretty bomb. He's not Argentinian. What is he, like Colombian or something?
He's South American.
Yeah.
No, he's from Ecuador.
Ecuador.
No, he's from El Salvador.
Is he?
One of the doors.
It's definitely El Salvador.
It's one of the doors.
The El Salvadoran flag was up at the studio.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Was that the communist one?
It wasn't the communist one.
Okay.
It's the blue and white one. I know because I was in D.C. doing some military stuff, and he was in D.C. for some El Salvadorian Day of Pride. I don't know, but I got finagled to this El Salvadorian like parade.
Were you in it?
No, I wasn't in it.
Oh, okay. That'd be a little weird.
No, I was there eating food, watching El Salvadorian. Well, it was all South America, but like his float was El Salvadorian. Very industrious people. It was a maid cart.
I crashed a Dominican Republic Republic parade when I was in New York. Like
You just crashed it.
Mm-hmm. I had to cross the street, so I ran through that.
Like,
shit.
listen here, I'm going to assert my white privilege now.
Yep.
My white privilege says I can cross the street.
I'm gonna play this card. All right.
I've been holding this thing for decades. It's gotten me nowhere. But it's going to get me across the street.
Today. Like, and the whole time I had the Futurama quote in my head from the professor. Just back in my day, we had a parade every day. Those were dark times. Like, as I'm running through the parade, and like there's this all kinds of like Spanish getting thrown my way, and the New York City cops, I love them, dude. They just look at me like, I was like, dude, like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's like you want to get stabbed.
They're like, what are you doing, dude? I'm just like, I gotta go. Like, I don't know where I am. I just know I gotta get over there. Oh.
So last night, before the Jordan Peterson show, I went to like the Skyline Chili that was around the corner,
Yes.
and it was a super fancy Skyline Chili. Like it looked kind of fancy, and it had beer, and everything about it just wasn't like a Skyline Chili that I was used to. So I walk in completely confused. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Do I sit? Do I go to the counter? Because like nobody was there. Like, hey, welcome to Skyline. Go ahead and sit down, honey child. It wasn't anything like that. So I
Like
go,
ours.
yeah,
The neighborhood Skyline.
yeah. So I get up there like, hey, so do I like order here or do I like sit down? What's the deal? She's like, oh, it's your first time in Cincinnati, right? It's his first time, and everyone looked at me like I was so, like they were not that I was stupid, but that they wanted to help. And it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna run with this because I cannot tell them no. I eat Skyline at least like twice a month. No, it's like, oh yeah. I'm in town visiting my brother. He's like, you gotta try that Skyline. Where are you from? I'm from Denver.
And then you hear that one person, hey, I'm from Denver. What part of Denver?
But see, that's the thing.
he could
I can talk the Denver talk.
Oh, okay. That's right, because you were...
That's right. You gotta like go with a lie that's at least kind of true. But yeah, I ran with that. Like, I've never been to Ohio before, and then the conversation got really complicated. We was like, oh, really? You usually have people go to other places than like here. So why are you here?
Oh, no.
What do you do? Because like it's like downtown, everything's like shutting down. It's like there's not even a ball game going on. Like there's nothing happening. I said, well, my brother wanted me to meet him down at Taft Theater. He's like, yeah, what are you doing at Taft Theater? Like, God. Jeez, lady, you fucking KGB. What do you want? It's like, oh, there's like a writer who's I don't know. He said I'd like it, so I'm meeting him down there. And so now I'm just lying about everything. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I bought the ticket myself. I don't have a brother. And then like other people were coming in, and they all had like Jordan Peterson books. So I knew like, oh yeah, we're all going to the same thing. But I had to act like I didn't know what that was all about at all. Like, yeah, who's that? Well, that sounds great. Those people saw me later at the show with no brother, just drinking like a rum and coke, hanging out. Like,
By yourself in the fourth row while I'm in the pleb seats. Oh, did I tell you we got better seats? Literally the last row, tucked in the corner in the back, row X. There was no Y or Z. It was X. And so me and my friends were sitting there, and this guy comes up. He's like, is anybody, I need groups 3 or 4 that want better seats. And like this other rows in front of us, they're like, I was like, I have 4. We moved up like 20 rows, dude. It was great. So that I could actually see. A couple more and I could actually probably maybe saw you.
I don't know. I was up pretty close.
Yeah.
What was that? What was it?
It's this dude. He's a psychologist / philosopher. He writes books. Pisses people off.
Does piss people off.
Yeah, so he's on like a book tour, and so he's been like selling out theaters like all over the world for these like lectures. And like I was talking to the bartender.
There's like 3,000 people.
Yeah, it wasn't like sold out, but it was fucking close.
It was pretty sold out. It was, yeah. I mean, we did where we were, just that back section. They were taking everybody up, but yeah, it was. Almost jam-packed.
But I was talking to the bartender, like, so who is this guy? Like, why? Why are so many people here? Like, he's a psychologist and a philosopher. Like, does he like sing?
Rap.
They're like, no, he just talks.
Is it comedy?
He just talks for like an hour and a half straight,
Comedy, huh?
and then like he
Dude,
takes
it was
questions.
longer than that. He talked for like 3 hours.
Did you get to
Well,
meet him?
I mean,
He
like
did.
you got the straight hour and a half, then you have the Q&A and all that. And he's like, what? Like, so there's no music, there's no lights. Like, is it like a movie? It's like, no, he just literally comes out and talks. Like jokes? No.
This is the guy asking you.
Yeah. Like the bartender's like, I've never even heard of this. This place is packed on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday, man. Like, yeah. And it was a weird group of people. It's like high school kids, old people, some hot chicks. I mean, it was
Dude,
bizarre.
a lot of hot babes. I was not expecting that. I was just expecting a sea of neckbeards. A lot of hot babes. It was weird. Girls with like septum piercings and tattoos that were smoking.
Where's your septum at?
Huh?
Your nose?
That's your ass.
Got my ass pierced. How do you sit?
On the edge of your seat, always.
I think people when they pierce their ass, they get those
Yeah, the two, whatever those are, like your nose thing.
All right, so it's ass cheek, not.
Right, not like an asshole.
No,
It's
God,
like, how
no.
the fuck do you do that?
This is like one of those anchor screws where you put it in and then the back like pops out.
That's in now. I made the hole too big. Fuck, it's in there. Dropped it.
You gotta make it. You have to drill a bigger hole to get that thing out. Oh.
You put it in you put it in a port first
Yeah.
so you can change out your accessories.
Make sure to put some Neosporin on that or something.
Can we all just acknowledge the most PG rated guy here just made the most messed up joke that none of us are gonna be able to top?
Nope. Act like it didn't happen.
I mean, I was just talking in mechanical terms.
Mechanical terms.
Yeah, that's all it was. I mean, what pops in your head is not my responsibility.
What anybody else want to talk about the weekend?
I went to
The beginning of the week?
I went to the Cincinnati Comic Con Saturday.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty fun. That was pretty cool.
Stinky?
Stinky?
Yeah.
Stinky? Where'd that come from? I don't even know where that came from. That come from
Me.
Oh, sorry. Stinky? What do you mean stinky?
Like, well, usually cons of all nature are pretty stinky.
Like smell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it was packed. We got in and out. So the worst part was that I was mistaken for my daughter's boyfriend twice.
Ooh.
Which was
So that's how it is in their family.
So I was like, we
Hey.
were both like weirded out.
What were you guys
That means
doing?
you look good.
Yeah. We were holding hands, making out, but that's normal. Just normal
thing.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, that was weird.
I mean, we're not trashy. We didn't use tongue.
I'm public. I mean, that's gotta make you feel good on some level. you know?
It does. It's just weird. I've never had to deal with that part before with the kids, so that's weird. Cameron showed up at Breakout last night,
Saw that picture.
and then I was like, "This is my son, Minyo," and he's like, "That's not your son," and I'm like, "Well, he's Mexican, but he's my son," and he's like, "That's not your son," and I'm like, "Whatever."
Kids was Garrett saying this?
He was giving you shit for.
He was giving me shit in front of him, and he's already messed because it's my wife's son, really. But I've raised him since he was 9, and he's 19, and he's just looking at me, and I'm like, "He's my son. I don't know what to tell you, man." He's like, "He's not your son."
He's such an asshole. I love it.
Yeah, because I have a fully Hispanic boy. My youngest daughter's half Puerto Rican, and then my oldest daughters are redhead. Like, we don't look, none of us look anything alike at all. So,
You look. I want to see that family out at breakfast.
I do.
yeah, it's a good time.
I bet it did.
It's a good time. I never pay attention. I should have watched people looking at us.
Somebody's gonna call the cops on you for like human trafficking or something. Like, if you see something, say something.
Well, I did get the cops called on me one time. I pulled into the Kroger in Beaver Creek, that big one they have, and it's like 90-degree day. I left the kids in the car. My daughter's 16 at the time. My youngest is maybe 8 or something. I left the windows down, I think, because I didn't want to leave the keys in the car. I ran in. I ran back out. By the time I get in my car and start to take off, a cop pulls up behind me. Lights are on. Like, hey, comes up to the car. We got a report of like child endangerment, and I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh, how old are you? And my daughter's, I'm 16. I have my license. She showed her a license. She's like, I'm so sorry. Somebody called the cops on you for child endangerment. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man. People
like think they're doing the right thing too by doing that. It's like just be self-aware.
I know.
Dumbass.
Yeah, the windows are down. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
She also
Left a bowl of water in the car. I mean, what else do you want?
I know, right?
threw some food on the ground. You can eat it.
there was a saucer.
Yeah, they had gum.
They had gum. It's got like 2 calories.
Fist bucket.
Yeah. Insane.
I'm trying to think if I did anything else cool. I really didn't. Thornburg, how was your week? How's the beginning of your week going?
Did you build anything
It's
else?
No, not yet, but soon.
I'm still like, so what's the next thing going to be?
It's a pseudo secret passageway to my office.
What?
That's cool.
It's really just gonna be like a curtain. It's,
You're just going to put up a curtain.
no, yeah, I'm just gonna put up.
Are you the
I
attic?
found these things called poles, and
Go
I'm
on.
gonna put a
Explain.
curtain on it. No,
Is that so the dolls can't see you?
no, my office is downstairs,
Oh,
so the dolls haven't made it down there yet.
They have little feet, little legs. I mean, it would take them a while.
but they'll get there.
Yeah, I found them in the living room the other day, but yeah, we had my nieces over the weekend. I have 3 nieces.
Are they still alive?
Yeah, they were able to conquer the dolls
That's cool.
and put them back in their cage.
You weren't
so,
supposed to let them out.
What'd you guys do? Play some board games or something?
we did play this game that I got on Kickstarter. I think I got it, I don't know, like 6 months ago, and I haven't played it yet.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. But it was just like this slapping game.
Like,
You see, now people need to be calling child endangerment on him.
Like your hands? Like Happy
No, it's
Salmon?
you just slap each other until one person is still standing.
You paid for this?
Well, I like my games to have structure. And then when I don't want to just start slapping somebody and it'd be like, oh, what's going on? I want to be like, hey, let's play this game.
Oh, I rolled a
Start-
backhand.
I want my 10%.
No, it's you use your hand to slap a pile of cards. Yeah.
What's it called?
It's a Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
All right.
Okay.
Taco Cat.
Go cheese pizza.
Goat.
Oh, goat.
Goat.
So you say the words in order and you put down a card from your pile. And if you happen to put down a card that matches the word you say, then you gotta slap the pile.
So it's kind of like Domino's in that respect. Like Domino's, Happy Cat, Taco, Salmon, go, whatever.
I do like goat cheese. Goat cheese is delicious.
There should be like a goat cheese card. Because it's goat and then it's cheese, yeah.
Oh. That'd be a little tongue twister. Okay. All right. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about? Want to get anything off their chest?
I mean,
Good.
it's always
It's not
stuff.
super interesting, but I went to the wrong pizza parlor.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my wife ordered pizza.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, I'm going to go pick it up. And I went to the wrong one.
Where'd you get it from?
It was from Marion's.
Oh,
you went
that'll
to the-
happen.
You went to wrong Marion's, or you went to the wrong like?
Went to the wrong
Casanos?
Marion's,
Oh.
yeah.
You're like a Casano's like fuck.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Casano's Marion's, it's the same thing. Just give me the pizza.
Just give me the goddamn pizza.
I called the directory. Jeez. Yeah.
I once ordered a pizza from this place called Bada Bing in Springfield. I was with my friends and I was like, let's get some pizza from Bada Bing. So I look up the.
That's how you do when you order it.
Fucking Bada Bing. So I call them and their area code's something weird, but I don't think of it. I'm just like, oh, whatever. It's probably someone's cell phone. So they answer and I'm like, I said like their largest size. I think it was like
The Bada Bing.
I think it was like an 18-inch. And he's like, yeah, I'll get you a 16. I was like, 18. He's like, I'll get you a 16. He's like, I'm like, all right, whatever. So like,
Get you 16 and 3/4.
he's like, all right, I'll it should be ready in about 20 minutes.
You're like, hey, make it 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking guy.
So I wait 20 minutes. And I'm like ready. I'm about to leave, and I look at my phone and my call history, and it says I called somewhere in New York. I was like, oh shit, I can't go get it now.
No wonder he's like, nah, you're getting it.
They don't have those sizes. So I had to call the actual Bada Bing in Springfield and be like, can I get an 18-inch? They're like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they answer. Like, yeah, sure, all right.
So this sounds more right. So
Oh, wait, you should call it Springfield. So like, yeah, whatever. The
yeah,
fuck.
they're like,
Yeah.
oh, what's up?
Holy.
So they're like, it'll be 25 minutes. I'm like, God damn it, I've been waiting 20 minutes already. So we're just chilling there. And 10 minutes later, the place in New York starts calling me. I'm like, I can't take this call. So I hang up on it. They call me back 3 more times. I'm like, I can't do it, guys. I'm sorry.
Pizza.
What I've said, been like, I'm in Ohio, man. I can't come and get it.
We're coming to break your legs.
Just keep it, man.
He's like, I'm on my way. Just hold the pizza.
I mean, we know the plane fare is going to cost more than the pizza, but it's the principle.
Oh my gosh.
We give you one free pizza. We gotta give everybody.
This guy's fucking with Bada Bing.
You guys deliver? Or?
That's amazing.
Ohio.
It's like your cultural mindset told you something's wrong here. When he's like, no, you're going to get a 16-inch. You're like, but I want an 8. No, you're going to get...
Yeah.
You're just like, okay.
All right, whatever. He probably means an 18. He probably means a large. Oh, man.
Wow. Oh, we went to some ice cream place in Springfield. It was pretty shabby, but it was cool.
I'm trying to think what it was.
It's like Mother's Milk.
No. Not at all.
Nipple cream.
What was it called?
It was like Ellie Mae's or something like
Straight
that.
from the titties.
Leanne's?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leanne's Milk.
Yeah.
No.
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 Opened up and say, ah.
That place like burned down a couple years ago. And she didn't have insurance on it.
Oh.
She had to like kickstart it. She's kind of mean though a little bit.
No.
So like,
Oh, she seemed wretched.
yeah. a little mean, so a little karma going on there. But I never had it. I've had it a couple times actually.
Yeah. I had Superman from there, but it was all right.
Oh, they got Superman.
Yeah.
Superman's good.
Apparently it was just it's just bananas and vanilla. Huh?
What?
Talking to the mic, you savage.
I thought we were talking again. So you asked her?
Yeah, what'd she say? It was basically strawberries, bananas, and vanilla, right?
Yeah, and I swear she added bitch to the end of it. But I don't know for sure.
The fuck you asking? Curly-headed fuck.
So you want vanilla bitch? Vanilla or chocolate bitch?
Is she a pot order in Bada Bing's?
No, Bada Bing shut down.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, I wonder. Everybody was calling New York.
They're all
trying to
pissed.
get pizza.
Where's my fucking pizza?
Sucks. I ordered delivery an hour ago.
Imagine being the poor New Yorkers just like, what is wrong with Southwest Ohio?
Keep getting calls.
Don't they have their own area codes? Oh, my God. Okay.
The art show was cool, though.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah, I like that
I was
idea.
bummed I couldn't go.
So we have the event. You should have went.
Yeah.
It's in
I
your.
was-
It was in your
Yeah,
neighborhood.
I know. I was working. I had to go to improv that night, and then I was working
Oh.
late, and then there was like a thing at work after where I could get free barbecue, so I did that.
Mm.
All right, free. I would have skipped out for free barbecue.
it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's all you.
But-
have to
Where's the
say.
barbecue
Yeah.
from?
Rudy's in Springfield.
Never had Rudy. Is that pretty good? Yeah.
Are they still open?
Yeah, they're still open. Yeah.
They burned down also.
There's like this place in Louisiana. Who the fuck?
Come on,
No.
Rudy.
Come on, Rudy.
No, we do not sell 3/4 pound brisket. You can have half pound brisket.
No, I want the 3/4 pound.
You want to get a half pound brisket?
All right. He probably means 3/4 pound.
The shipping and handling is way too much. On a 1/4 pound brisket. 40 what?
This guy from Dade, Ohio wants half pound of brisket.
Just a guy with an airboat and an alligator.
Oh, for sure.
Was the bar free?
Yes,
God
bro.
damn it, I
I
should've-
know.
It was
You
free
should have went.
beer.
Granted, we should have prepped you. Like, stop being a little hoe.
Well, we didn't know he got invited.
That's true. That's true.
He told me Don was going, but I was like, I'm also not feeling.
Oh, that's why you didn't go.
It's like,
Yes, I like how he
Fuck
started
that
with
guy.
that. He said Don was going.
that was an odd detail to throw out there.
I'm leading with that.
So it's just like, yeah.
He just trailed off. Heard Don was going.
I mean, there's free beer,
I was in the parking lot.
but Don is
But I
going.
saw Don, so I just went home.
It's like, eesh.
Ah.
Not feeling it today.
So bada bings it is.
Yeah, so we're just like walking around checking out the art. There was a lot of cool stuff, and there was like this group of girls, and they just kept getting closer to us, and they just kept giggling, and like they would look at me, and like we walk away, and like I'd be like, "Oh, Don, check out this one." I turn around, and like there's a girl with the glasses again, just looking at me. I'm just like, "What?" So we'd like walk some more, and then she would still just always be trailing me.
I thought she was a ghost at first because she was so quiet, but she was like dressed like all like in black.
Mm-hmm. She had her
was she an
glasses on.
artist?
She definitely looked like it.
Yeah.
She looked like
she's
she's trying
aspiring.
to
I'm
be.
sure she's aspiring.
Gone.
Yeah,
Pick up some chicks.
dude. And then these stately ladies came in, and they were stately.
They looked hungry though.
They looked like ambassador wives. The one looked hungry. That was not the one. I was more about the one in the white, not the
One of them, I
black.
felt like Ethiopian kids were like going to like hold an auction, like a benefit for her.
Yeah, we needed to like pour condensed milk down her throat or something. Poor lady. Yeah, you should have went, man.
Oh, there's the fancy coffee van.
Oh my god.
Were the food trucks free?
No.
I
No.
didn't think so.
No, but there was some of the best coffee you could have had in your life.
What was
It was
van?
espresso. I'm saying it
God
right
damn.
nowadays.
What have you been saying?
Yeah,
Espresso?
yeah, what have you been
I
saying?
wrote a joke once. I was like,
did it once.
I wrote a joke. It was like, why do they call it espresso? It takes long to make. And then my friend was like, it's called espresso. I'm like, oh man, gotta throw that joke away.
No,
That was gonna be the one that made it.
Yeah, that's your joke.
Yeah.
And then I realized it was actually called espresso.
So I'm an idiot.
And I'm also kind of trashy. No, I just realized.
So it took him longer to make my drink than it took me to figure that out. Come on, you guys.
Dying up here.
Started taking off my clothes. I'm all sweaty.
Getting all sweaty up here.
Sweat's funny.
Yeah,
Just what I love.
they just took espresso and condensed milk. It was homemade condensed milk.
Because she found American condensed milk just wasn't like good enough.
Well, in
She
her
said.
defense, there is a bunch of cornstarch and the store-bought condensed milk, and if you can make condensed milk without the cornstarch, look, don't disparage that lady. She made one of the best coffee drinks you ever had in your life, and you damn well know it.
Was it breast milk?
It was mother's milk. Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
it was mother's milk.
That's where it
Mother's milk.
do got a feeling like she may have made it super organic.
She just did have a baby.
Yep.
You know she was lactating still.
You're sure she didn't spray some pesticides on herself?
I don't know.
Just to keep the flies away?
Nah, she very well could have. She was one of those. Her husband was from Thailand, and it was like a Thailand name for the coffee. If you ever see a little green Volkswagen bus selling coffee, go get that coffee and get their... Yeah, and then get the coffee thing that is the name of their bus thing.
Do they do tacos sometimes?
Do
might
they
park
sell
out in Enid.
carpets also?
How about tailored suits? I've been looking to get a new suit.
They just do everything in their little car.
I'm looking to get my transmission worked on. Do you guys do that? I heard you did stuff. Bless you.
I sneezed when I was sick and I shit my pants. It sucked. It's the worst.
Hey man, I mean you were here when I told my shit my pants at work story, right?
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. So it's okay. And it also just means I trust you more. The fact that you're willing to admit it, yeah. Jonathan, go ahead.
I sneezed when I was sick and I shit my pants.
That's where you know you're sick. You're like, oh shit.
I can't hold this shit in, man.
Just a little pounds of pressure just messed everything up. At least you were home.
Yeah, I know.
Did you go right in the shower? Oh!
You're like, it's just gonna happen in about 5 more minutes. Fuck it.
Basically, man.
I feel awful.
I'm just gonna lay on this tarp.
Okay, all right. Enough fun. Stop it. We need to be serious, guys. We're actually going to try to make something creative.
All right.
What's going on?
Okay. All right. Oh. Ooh. It's going to break my teeth.
Unique New York. Unique New York.
What are you doing?
I'm
Is
getting-
that a douchebag theater thing?
Yes.
or an Anchorman thing.
Oh, okay.
Douchebag theater. Douchebag theater. Somebody has to hit play or
Douchebag.
record too. Don't forget that.
Dude, we've been recording.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Rob, he wants to do something with all of our.
Oh, outtakes.
Yeah.
I got an idea for that, but that's for later.
Is it, you mean other than blackmail?
I think so. I hope so. I hope
We all
so.
just said we touch boobs.
Yeah.
block that
He
part out.
said names, by the way.
Everyone's hands are dirty in this room.
I just would like to get a patent first on my piercing idea.
It was said here first. It was my idea.
Yeah.
My idea. What'd you tell those fuckers that bada bing? Just like thinking about some New Yorkers just pissed as hell. Still mad.
They're gonna hear that and be like, "Yeah, that mother. Let's go get him.
That,
We know where he's at."
that pizza's still on the counter. Like, you need to throw that away. No,
He's gonna come.
that motherfucker's going to come eventually. And that's the pizza I'm going to serve him.
I know when he'll be in New York too. He's gonna come here. It's New York. Everybody wants to come here and see some stuff.
I should look that place up next time I go. Go back in.
Get the pizza.
Yeah. Do you have that pizza?
You're on a don't call list.
You hear some guy in the back like, "What?"
Oh,
I hear your voice.
I
and
know
like,
that voice.
That voice.
Pulls a Liam Neeson on you. Have a certain set of skills.
I can make a
We're
really good
making pizza and delivering it fast.
All right.
All right.
Our what are we gonna call it? Our auction.
Sure.
So where we're at.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Anybody
gonna
know
do
how
that.
to do auctioneer stuff?
What was the silent auction? They do it
okay.
classy.
It doesn't have to be a sound auction.
Well,
Stop
no,
making
no,
rules
I'm not making
already.
rules. I'm not making rules. See, I thought we were talking about what happened. the
No,
other
we're
weekend.
talking about the now, but it was a silent auction.
Okay.
We could make up a totally different style of auction too.
Yeah.
See?
I was not
See?
putting limits on there. Why you got to twist my words
I
around?
don't know. I just like berating you.
Golly. You're trying to like run for office, but you can't because you've already admitted touching boobs.
eyes. I think it was like a
The bada bing.